Listen, Headliner Nation. I don't hate the Patriots. And I don't hate Bill Belichick. I've always been one to kind of fall under the umbrella of when you see greatness, you should probably just take a step back and appreciate it because it really doesn't come along all that often. And what the Patriots have done in our lifetime, it's pretty great, right? I'm a fan of Tom Brady, all right? I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan by any means, but I will tell you this. I have never hated Bill Belichick more than I do in this moment because signing my two favorite tight ends, especially the two favorite ones that are both free agents and could have ended up in potentially better landing spots, he just ruined Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith for me. Thanks a lot, Bill Belichick, because news breaking from Adam Schefter that the New England Patriots are now bringing in Hunter Henry on a deal. Terms of the deal. 3 years. $37.5 million. $25 million will be guaranteed. Two of the highest paid tight ends in the league on an annual salary both reside in New England. I apologize. I'm trying to hold my mic because my arm just broke on it. Free agency is off to a crazy start, Headliner Nation. Now, is it inconceivable that Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith can coexist on the same team? No, it's not. In fact, there was one point in time where two tight ends did coexist on the same team in New England. I don't know if we should really bank on it, though, and I know a lot of you aren't going to. Why? Because none of you out there believe in Cam Newton. I could tell yesterday in the comments when we were talking about Jonnu Smith, because 15 of you replied back with, who's going to throw him the ball? Who do you think is going to throw him the ball, Headliner Nation? It's Cam Newton. That's who's going to be throwing them the ball. Cam Newton for the tight ends. I mean, I don't hate the tight end signings for Cam Newton, okay? If he doesn't have what he used to in his arm, and he's going to have some trouble pushing the ball down the field, then Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith are perfect targets. He's going to be able to get them the ball just fine. There's not going to be an issue with that. It's the other signings like Nelson Aguilar, the Kendrick Bourne signings. Those aren't very good signings in my mind. Might as well just have stuck with what you had there already. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to 2011 real quick, when Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez both played for the New England Patriots. On that team, the leading wide receiver was Wes Welker with 173 targets and 122 receptions for 1,569 yards. Right behind him, Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. Rob Gronkowski had 124 targets. Aaron Hernandez had 113. Rob Gronkowski had 90 receptions. Aaron Hernandez had 79. 1,327 yards and 17 touchdowns for Rob Gronkowski, 910 yards and 7 touchdowns for Aaron Hernandez. Is there there's nobody else to catch balls for New England this year other than Nelson Aguilar, and I'm not excited about that signing. Kendrick Bourne doesn't really float my fancy either. So at this point, I expect these guys to be the main two targets in New England. That's what it looks like it's going to happen. I mean, Nelson Aguilar might be good for a big play every now and then. He's going to stretch the field for him. James White is gone, though, so you don't really need to rely on those targets going out of the backfield to him anymore. You know, you can forget about that. It's very possible that Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, two tight ends, lead the New England Patriots in targets this year. Now, here's the thing. They just spent a heck of a lot of money on tight ends, okay? They had money to spend, but they spent a lot on tight ends. They wouldn't have spent this money if they didn't plan on using them, especially the two top tight ends on the market. What would be the point? They signed them for a reason, right? And again, at the tight end position, you can trip and fall down a couple of times a season into the end zone, and you can find yourself as a tight end one. Now, is the upside there? No, the upside isn't there. There's no way. The numbers that I read off to you from 2011 from Hernandez and Gronkowski, that's not going to happen. That's a little too much. But I don't see why both of these guys can't slip into the back end of tight end 1 status. It might be a pain on a weekly basis to try and figure out who's going to be the tight end 1 or who's going to have the best game. It's very likely that we're going to get frustrated on a weekly basis trying to find one or another to succeed because they're going to end up going back and forth. But both of these guys at the tight end position, for how awful it is, I don't see why they don't have some sort of fantasy value throughout the entire season. And the same thing with it goes as well. Hunter Henry has never been. He's got 2 seasons, basically, 2 full seasons. The other 2 seasons, he's dealt with some injuries. So he's never been the poster boy for health, okay? If one of them does go down, the other one's going to absolutely smash, okay? So is the upside there? No, the upside is gone. Neither of these guys are going to be top 5, 6, 7, or probably even 8 tight ends. But I don't see why there's any reason why these guys both can't slip into the back end tight end 1s and be like tight end 11 and 12. The red zone touchdowns are probably gone because those are going to be Cam Newton, unless Cam Newton has decided at this point that he doesn't want to run as much that he used to. I highly doubt that's happening. But again, upside limited, probably not a ton of touchdowns, but the targets, the receptions, and maybe the yards will end up being there. But again, thank you, Bill Belichick, for absolutely ruining my Tuesday. Okay? I was excited about Jonnu Smith. Hunter Henry, I was hoping he would land in a good situation. It just doesn't happen exactly like I would have hoped to. But that's okay. So there. Quick breakdown on what I think is going to happen with these 2 tight ends. No one's going to be excited for it. You're all going to comment about how you hate it. You're all going to comment about Cam Newton's garbage. I mean, I already know what the comments are going to be. I absolutely do. All right? Nothing's going to surprise me in these comments. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to head out because I've got more breaking news videos to do. We might have more that we got to get done. So I appreciate you stopping by. If you're new here to the Fantasy Headliners, hit that subscribe button. Become a part of Headliner Nation today. I would say let me know in the comments your thoughts, but I already know what all of you are going to think anyway. And also, if you appreciate the content, hit that like button. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm out of here. Peace out. I'll see you on the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners.